Megan Simmons in Tennessee looking to roll over Marquette like they did Stetson in round one. Will it be as easy? Meanwhile, Alex Bentley so smooth in leading Penn State to a first-round win. Now they face Doug Bruno's DePaul Blue Demons in the second round for the first time in 4 years. Meanwhile, Jasmine Thomas and Duke, they think they're a #1 seed, but do they have what it takes to end a 27-game winning streak? For the Red Foxes of Marist and Jantel Lavender, so strong in round one, 30 points, 11 boards. What can Georgia Tech do to slow her down? Hi, everybody. Welcome into our women's college basketball studios, ESPN, the exclusive home of the women's basketball tournament. Glad you're here with us. Trey Wingo alongside Kara Lawson and the coach, Carolyn Peck. Round one in the books. What are you looking for tonight?
Tonight's game that I'm so looking forward to watching is third-seeded UCLA against the 11th-seeded Gonzaga team. It's really a contrast in styles. UCLA wants to play the game in the mid-60s. Gonzaga, one of the best scoring teams in the country, they want to play it in the mid-80s.
I can't wait to see the 4-5 matchup between Kentucky and North Carolina. Both are up-tempo teams. It's going to be a matter of who can control the boards and who can take care of the basketball. I'm giving the jumper to Matthew Mitchell and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Okay, all those games coming up in our 9 o'clock window. We're getting set for the first round of games, including Tennessee. They've never lost a first round or second round game at home. That's coming up next, right after this.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by the Capital One Cup. Learn more and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com. And in part by the all-new, bigger, 4-door, all-wheel drive Mini Countryman.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis. The journey has begun for the Capital One Cup. At the end of the school year, one men's and one women's Division I athletics program will win this coveted award given to the school with the best on-field performance in NCAA Division I championships. Each winning school will receive $200,000 to fund student-athlete graduate-level scholarships. Follow your school and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com.
Introducing the bigger 4-door all-wheel drive Mini Countryman.
The NCAA and DonorsChoose.org are working together to put academic and athletic supplies back into our schools. And you can join the NCAA in supporting the needs of teachers' projects. From athletics to academics, find out how you can help future student athletes at ncaa.org/fundthefuture.
Let's ring you up.
Mary? What are you doing here?
It's Megan. I'm getting new insurance.
Marjorie, you've had a policy with us for 3 years.
It's been 5 years.
5 years.
Well, Progressive gives Megan discounts that you guys didn't.
Paperless, safe driver, and I get great service.
Meredith, what's shaking, bacon?
They'll figure it out.
Getting you the discounts you deserve. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Anthony Bourdain is back for an all-new season of No Reservations.
Nicaragua, Cambodia, Haiti. We're making a real effort to not take the easy route. My greatest pleasure on the show is being wrong. Anything's possible.
An all-new season of Anthony Bourdain, Mondays at 9.
Only on Travel Channel. Travel here.
Tune to the Travel Channel on Comcast Channel 66 or HD Channel 254.
Welcome to Knoxville. It's the NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. And tonight, 4th-ranked Tennessee, the #1 seed in the Dayton region, faces #8 seed Marquette. The Lady Vols on the edge of another Sweet 16 in front of a huge crowd on the same day men's coach Bruce Pearl is fired at Tennessee. Now, the Lady Vols were impressive to say the least in Saturday's blowout win over Stetson, but Marquette's victory over Texas, a much different story. Tied at 65 in the final seconds. Senior Tatiana McMorris was open on the wing and very confidently buried the game winner, Deb Antonelli. That's one of the great things about having seniors.
They can make plays. Their shot shot makers, and that's exactly what Marquette has in their backcourt. Along with Angel Robinson, Tatiana McMorris, they combine for 25 points a game. And then for Tennessee, it's Angie Bjorklund, the senior, the terrific three-point shooter, best in the history of their program around all that size inside, a great weapon outside the arc.
Time now for our Capital One starting lineups for Marquette. Catherine Plouffe is Marquette's biggest player at 6'3", but McMorris and Angel Robinson go 5'7" and 5'8", and they are the engine that drives the Golden Eagles. For Tennessee, if Marquette can figure out how to keep Angie Bjorklund from making threes, they'll be the first team in about 6 weeks. And the Lady Vols could play 8 more than this, arguably the deepest team in the tournament. Look at tonight's officials, a very good crew here. The winner, of course, going on to the Sweet 16. Tennessee in the home whites, and, of course, the trademark orange. Marquette wins the opening tip, but we are underway here from Knoxville. On the drive, McMorris, the star of that terrific win against Texas. Robinson, line drives, an ugly-looking shot. And here's Bjorklund, who is hitting from every place on the floor. Could she be any hotter? Here's Simmons. First shot misfired. In the corner, Bjorklund can't save it. Pat Summitt, 37th year at Tennessee. 107 wins in the tournament alone. Another great regular season.
A fantastic year, Coach of the Year performance once again for Pat Summitt and her team. Will start out in man-to-man, and they will look to be up the line and overplaying and taking advantage of their size.
Dorowitz inside, no, off the window, and a foul will go the other way. The personal against Marquette. And a look at Terry Mitchell in her 15th year now for Marquette. The very first time she coached as a head coach, it was against Pat Summitt.
Pat Summitt was going for win number 600, and Terry Mitchell was going for her very first win.
Everybody up inside Thompson Bowling Arena. What has been a very tough day for the university here at Tennessee. The firing of Bruce Pearl, not unexpected. Maybe the timing of it was.
I think the timing unexpected. They were probably hoping that they could get the Lady Vols maybe off to the Sweet 16.
But the word would not wait. Simmons from the foul line. Buries that one off foul as well. And the freshman Megan Simmons.
The challenge for Marquette's defense is to keep Tennessee in front, force them to make jump shots. This is a terrific move off the bounce by the freshman Megan Simmons, who leads Tennessee in scoring.
Fouled by Serena Simmons, 6'1" sophomore for Marquette.
I think what you'll find about this Marquette team, Dave, is because they're so veteran, that this environment won't bother them, that playing to advance to the Sweet 16, not the crowd, not the Tennessee across their chest.
Tennessee with some pressure. Marquette has never advanced to the Sweet 16 in the history of the program.
But they've never had this many seniors playing a significant role for Terry Mitchell.
24-8 coming in. One of 9 teams out of the Big East to make the tournament. Fedorowicz with her second miss in close. She got off to a great start against Texas in the first half on Saturday. Knocked away, and Marquette gobbles up the loose ball. Marquette trying to get on the board. Simmons with a pull-up pop, and it's in and out. Rebound tip to Bjorklund.
What Marquette needs to continue to do is push in transition, try to force those mismatches, and then take advantage. And that's an advantage right there. Simmons has been terrific in Knoxville.
Simmons blocking Simmons, keeping her from getting that shot in the air. Robinson with the ball here had an outstanding second half against Texas. She was as big a reason for that victory as McMorris was.
I don't think there's any question. She made all the plays that Marquette needed to be able to be in the game, to be able to make that last play.
That's a two-pointer for Megan Simmons, and a quick timeout here by Terry Mitchell. Only 5-0, but she can sense it in the building. Tennessee wants an early knockout punch.
Well, Megan Simmons brings a lot of excitement and a lot of energy to this offense, and Shakina Strickland pushing in transition, and Simmons spots up. It's a terrific push in transition. Great secondary break opportunity for the Lady Vols.
Simmons, the rookie, was named SEC Freshman of the Year and leads the Lady Vols in scoring. Started her career with 13 double-doubles. In fact, 22 in her very first college game against Louisville.
Not many times has anyone gone back-to-back 20-point games, and Megan Simmons has done it twice this season. She brings a lot of energy and has really infused this team that returned everybody from last year, a team that won 32 games. But their mentality here in Knoxville is, what have we done? We haven't done anything yet. That's why they're looking to advance deep into the tournament.
Well, of course, a choice to go on to the Final Four in Indianapolis, and we'll have that for you on ESPN all the way through to the end of the tournament. A little bump there by Simmons, can't bury it from short range, and immediately nothing falling for Marquette.
Regardless of the defense, Tennessee changing it up again. You're going to have to be able to make shots.
Unbelievable these days from beyond that three-point line, where she has now made 21 of her last 24.
Are you kidding me? I mean, she is on fire. If I'm Angie Bjorklund, I'm going to shoot till my arm falls off.
Fedorowicz down the lane. Strong move for the first basket of the night for Marquette.
See, that's a great play by Paige Fedorowicz, one of the seniors for Marquette, looking to swipe it through from the high post and attack.
So 14-6 against Texas in their terrific three-point win. Iced in the final seconds on a McMorris jumper.
There's a mismatch inside. Angel Robinson's trying to get somebody to help her out.
Angel Robinson 5'8", Glory Johnson 6'3". There's Simmons with another one. She is off to a very hot start here for the Lady Vols.
Great slice cut by Simmons. Terrific spacing by the Lady Vols.
Simmons will be the number 2 guard. She'll be the shooting guard next year, as Tennessee has a terrific freshman point guard that Pat Summitt says will already start. She's already said it.
That's a lot of pressure to come in as a freshman and start at the point guard.
Long bomb and 2 for Tatiana McMorris. Actually, a three-pointer knocked that down to make it 10-5.
Marquette off the made basket changes up their defense as well. They like to play man. They like to play matchup. Right now, they're staying in their man-to-man defense.
Running the point right now, at least for this tournament run, as she has all season long for Pat Summitt. She'll fire away and miss on that occasion, tipped out by Glory Johnson, so it'll be Marquette ball. Marquette 0 for 6. That's how they started out. They made their last 2, but Angie Bjorklund is making everything in sight for Tennessee.
It's opening day. Tigers, Yankees. Thursday, March 31st on ESPN.
Introducing the bigger four-door all-wheel drive Mini Countryman.
More nights, more points. Real value from your friends at Hampton.
At Dairy Queen, we don't stop at good enough. We don't just give you a cheeseburger. We give you 2 for $2.22 or 2 doubles for $3.33. And I'm not just playing a guitar. I'm playing a guitar that sounds like dolphins.
Select 55 from Budweiser. Brewed longer to create a refreshing, flavorful beer. With only 55 calories. Try it and you'll discover the superior taste makes it Select. The 55 calories make it the lightest beer in the world.
I'm gonna dance with somebody, dance with somebody. I'm falling in love with your favorite song. I'm gonna sing it all night long. I'm gonna dance with somebody, dance with somebody, dance, dance, dance. I'm falling in love with your favorite song.
Are you ready? It'll have to do. Let's go.
ABC's Dancing with the Stars live 2-hour premiere event tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Tennessee Tennessee up 10-5, and how rare it is, Deb Antonelli, you come into Knoxville for a game with the Lady Vols, and they're not the #1 topic of discussion at 7 o'clock at the tip-off. Bruce Pearl got fired today in September, admitting lying to the NCAA. He was suspended in November 8 games. March 18, they lost badly by 30 to Michigan, and fired today by the athletic director, Mike Hamilton, after 6 years.
Not that it would be a distraction to the Lady Vols, but I think the timing of it was unfortunate. If they were going to fire him, everybody thought that might happen. I don't understand why they couldn't wait.
Why not wait until tomorrow anyway? First basket there off the bench by Jasmine Collins.
Of course, Pat Summitt has a relationship with Bruce Pearl, and her son Tyler plays on the basketball team.
Tennessee with a 3-point lead. Shakina Strickland feeding Glory Johnson. One dribble down, strong move for 2.
Great play off the timeout, working the high-low game where it's almost impossible for Marquette to bring help.
Fedorowicz trying to make a move on the baseline. Strickland shutting her down. She got the pass free. Nice fake there by Collins for another bucket.
Fedorowicz is not only a great scorer on the block, but a terrific facilitator of Marquette's offense. She's a good passer out of the low block and an unselfish passer.
We saw Fedorowicz, a senior, Collins, a senior, hooking up there for 2 points, and the senior leadership from Marquette, a giant factor. A whistle here, off the ball with 14:35 to go, and a foul against Marquette.
Glory Johnson fighting for position, which is something that she does extremely well in the middle of the floor. Loves to work that high-low game. Watch Glory Johnson right here get to the front of the rim. Ball goes to the top. Look at her seal. Maintain contact right at the front of the rim. 2 feet in the paint. 2 points for Tennessee.
Bjorklund with a miss. A very rare miss by Angie Bjorklund, the 6-foot senior out of Spokane Valley, Washington. And Tennessee with a 12-9 lead. Collins bouncing for Fedorowicz, seniors again, and they've really looked good together.
Fedorowicz really working hard, getting deep position, early offense for Marquette. And you know what? They keep the ball in the middle of the floor, right in the shoot, Dave. You don't want to pass it to the wings. You got to worry about the up-the-line pressure of Tennessee. It's hard to make that entry.
So 6 minutes in, and no sign that Marquette has come here to crumble tonight. They have cut the Tennessee lead to 1. David Spaney with the give here to Strickland, and a lot of iron. It was inside the cylinder. Spaney cleaned it up.
Tennessee is an excellent offensive rebounding team. They will send 4 to the glass.
Traveling violation, no basket, wave that off. As they get Robinson on the walk, although Terry Mitchell is going to disagree. 3-point lead for Tennessee.
The first thing written on the top of the board in the Tennessee locker room is keep Angel Robinson in front. They do not want to allow her to get vision in the open floor and be able to make plays.
She had 19 against Texas. Really lit it up the second half.
You know what, Dave? I think she's been overshadowed by the Connecticut and the Notre Dame guards inside the Big East. I think she's that good.
Spaney, the lefty, with a great look. Not only a left-hander, but 6'1" and very athletic. Tennessee 16-0 all time when she has a double-figure scoring game. You see Marquette started out 0 for 6, 5 for 5 since then, so they've settled in.
Well, they've got great backcourt play. When you've got senior guard play, you can go on the road. They've won 9 games on the road this year because of their backcourt, being able to make some plays.
2 on the shot clock. McMorris with step back, Green's a 3, and boy, that looks familiar.
As hot as Bjorklund has been for Tennessee, McMorris has been equally hot for Marquette.
So 16-14 Tennessee. A completely different field in the same point in the game on Saturday, when by this point Stetson was already gone. And Tennessee would win by 65. That's going to be an offensive foul. Foul will go against Tennessee. Glory Johnson with the personal. Pat Summitt a little bit perplexed. Talking with Shakina Strickland there with 12:17 to go in the first half.
And one of the things she might be saying to Strickland is, if Glory Johnson is showing you hands and numbers to the basketball, throw it in there. That way that offensive foul will not be called.
Beautiful move, dumps it down low, mishandled by Collins. A tie-up, and a possession arrow will take it over for Tennessee to the other end of the court. Well, the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship continues on ESPN2 tonight. You can see either Gonzaga facing UCLA. That's at Gonzaga, even though UCLA is the much higher seed. St. John's taking on Stanford. Temple, Notre Dame, North Carolina meeting Kentucky. And how about that Stanford senior class? They've never lost at home. Spaney's pass intended for Kane, but she never saw that coming, and it's out of play.
Tatiana McMorris has had the hot hand and will keep Marquette hanging around on the road. The Lady Vols up 2.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis. The journey has begun for the Capital One Cup. At the end of the school year, one men's and one women's Division I athletics program will win this coveted award given to the school with the best on-field performance in NCAA Division I championships. Each winning school will receive $200,000 to fund student-athlete graduate-level scholarships. Follow your school and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com.
Where to go for a quiet getaway?
Thanks to the Orbitz Matrix display, you can make more knowledgeable decisions when booking vacation packages.
Excuse me. Shh. Shh. Too quiet.
Your many flight options, hotel options.
Let's take these up a notch. Too loud. If someone say loud down.
And what you can expect to save when you book them together on Orbitz. Everything you need to know in one click.
Perfect.
When you Orbitz, you know.
Today we're having a lunch intervention. Choose from 5 KFC meals with your choice of sides and a medium drink for just $5 every day.
All this for $5?
That's 5 for $5. Today tastes so good.
Pressure can cause anyone's deodorant to fail. Introducing Gillette Odor Shield Antiperspirant that targets and neutralizes odor at the source. Help eliminate odor. Don't just cover it up.
Trey Wingo here in our studios. Let's update you on the 3-6 matchup, DePaul and Penn State. Again, the Lady Lions have never lost a tourney game at home. Julia Trigel there with the bucket along the baseline. Penn State up 13-5. Back to Dave and Dip.
Trey, thank you very much. Tennessee in the lead here early against Marquette. Has never lost in the second round period. 22-0 all time. And looking to move on into the Sweet 16 yet again under Pat Summitt. Simmons tied up in the double team. Top 3. Marquette with the ball here.
Trapping defense out of their zone by Tennessee. Changing it up again off the timeout.
Robinson with a floater. That won't fall. Clean block there by Kane in the interior.
Kelly Kane, last year, first-team All-SEC performer.
Yorkland, no. Rebounded by Manning, right up and in for 2.
You see how Alicia Manning pump fakes, gets the defender off balance, and then finishes. Good play inside.
I think I'm like everybody else in the building right now in a state of shock that Angie Bjorklund has missed 2 shots from beyond that three-point line. Astounding how good she was. That one tipped out of play. It'll be Marquette ball with 13 on the shot clock. Back to the Kane block.
It's nice to have a 6'6" All-American off the bench that can block shots like this, keep it in play. Watch Kelly Kane make a play right here. It allows Tennessee to initiate their break and a quick 3, and then Manning right to the glass.
Manning, a junior, coming off the bench like so many others for Tennessee. They had 13 play the other day, 13 scored. Shot clock at 1. McMorris off the iron, won't fall. Kane with a rebound.
Kelly Kane is the only rebounder for Tennessee that can initiate the break off the bounce. She's got to make the outlet. Against Texas, Marquette tried to jam the rebounder a little bit, but tonight they've got to get back because of the team speed of Tennessee.
Which is impressive. The top seed in the Dayton region, losing just twice all season long. Over the top, Kane got her hand on it, but it bounces free. She hits the deck. And now it comes free to Marquette. They have a chance to run here. They've got numbers. 3-on-2. Fedorowicz taking it strong against Spaney, who blocks it but fouls her. And she'll go to the line for 2, and they howl inside Thompson Bowling Arena.
That's really a break for Marquette, because with a 3-on-2, Robinson actually throws it behind Fedorowicz, who makes an excellent play on the basketball. Here's the numbers right here. She doesn't lead her to the basket. She throws it behind her. That's good footwork by Fedorowicz to hang on to that pivot foot. Pump fake and earn a trip to the line.
Did you see a foul?
I did see a foul.
It was close. The fans, obviously most of them clad in orange, would beg to differ.
You know me, I like to protect the shooter, Dave. I'm all offense.
10-10 left. She makes 1 of 2. First half here from Knoxville. Tennessee in a tight one early. Kamiko Williams coming off the bench now for Summit. It's a lefty with a nice little jump shot. Being harassed by Simmons. Here's Williams. They're trying to free up Kane in a worse way in that lane. In and out by Bjorklund. Kane tears down the rebound and she gets hit as she spun to shoot. 9:45 to go in the half.
They run a 4-out, 1-in, and the one is 6'6" Kelly Kane, a terrific target who works really hard to get position inside. Kelly Kane has battled some injuries this year.
Simmons with her second foul, averaging 7 points a game. Kane at the line, drops in the first one. And Plouffe and Simmons will have to come out. Catherine Plouffe, whose twin sister plays for Utah. Sister Michelle, they were just eliminated by Notre Dame on Saturday, 67-54. Michelle, a very good player in her own right. She was named Mountain West Freshman of the Year. Tennessee by 5.
Tennessee with a little 2-2-1. Look to trap at midcourt.
Remember, no 10-second backcourt violation in women's basketball. McMorris might have been partially blocked there by Williams. Under 9.5 to go in the half. Manning to push the tempo now. Off Kane's hand.
Look at Plouffe sprint the floor ahead of Kane. Get early position inside. That's great work by Plouffe. And, excuse me, that's Fedorowicz.
Traveling violation gives it right back to the Lady Vols. And the NCAA Division I's basketball championship continues on ESPN at 7 Eastern. Coming up on Tuesday, it's Purdue taking on Maya Moore in #1 seed Connecticut. And on ESPN2 also at 7 Eastern, regional coverage. You'll see Oklahoma, Miami, Louisville, Xavier, Georgetown meeting Maryland. Here's Spaney. Yes, a three-pointer.
You got Kane inside, and she occupies 1.5 defenders, but it can't be half of whoever's guarding Spaney or Bjorklund. They're too good outside the arc.
Spaney, again, it's 6'1", but she can stretch that defense and go out there and nail that three. Marquette trying to hang in. Corner jumper from Weibel, a very good three-point shooter. Fedorowicz cleans it up with that left hand.
I'm telling you right now, Paige Fedorowicz is working block to block, rim to rim, every possession. She hasn't taken one off. She knows she can beat Kelly Kane down the floor in transition.
Kamiko Williams with that jump shot sails it over the rim. And Marquette picks it up, trailing here 23-17. Once again, they leave an open jump shooter, and McMorris can't cash in. On the drive, Manning blocked. Clean play, McMorris on the other end. I should say Robinson on the other end. Now the 3-on-1. McMorris to penetrate into the lane. Forced that pass. Got a little bit fortunate. The long one. Yes, by Weibel. She cashes in a three.
Yeah, twice. Last 2 times down the floor, it's the tempo and the push by Marquette. Transition defense not matching up, and Weibel makes a great play off a broken play.
Hitting the three-pointer to pull Marquette to within 3. Williams to drive it at the foul line. Got it.
You got to run your man-to-man stuff against the matchup zone. because sometimes Marquette will go through cutters and sometimes they will not. You can't spend your time worrying about what they're doing.
Megan Simmons, who had 7 quick points. She's been sitting for a while, getting ready to get back into the game for Tennessee. Oh, beautiful move to swing in by Jasmine Collins.
You can't score over the top. You got to go around.
Williams picked up the dribble. 3-point game. Pass just barely got to Manning, and she's tied up and fouled as Fedorowicz went for the ball. So it's 25-22. Tennessee just a 3-point edge over the 8th seed, Marquette.
Linens and duvet washed fresh for every guest. Real value from your friends at Hampton.
At Dairy Queen, we don't stop at good enough. We don't just give you a cheeseburger. We give you 2 for $2.22 or 2 doubles for $3.33. And I'm not just playing a guitar. I'm playing a guitar that sounds like dolphins.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sorbo. In any emergency, children are the most vulnerable. Save the Children is there, now on the front lines. We urgently need your support. Please go to SaveTheChildren.org to help. Thank you.
Melo and the Knicks battle Howard and the Magic in the Big Apple. Then Ginobili and the Spurs take on the Nuggets in Denver. Coverage of Magic Knicks begins at 7:30 on ESPN. Then Spurs Nuggets at 10:30. Wednesday on ESPN and ESPN 3D.
Credit card fraud, identity theft, software piracy. These may be high-tech crimes, but in their own way, they still leave some very old-fashioned clues behind. At Kaplan Career Institute, you can train to get the critical thinking and forensic skills you need to make a career out of detecting these clues.
Kaplan Career Institute could help you train for a career, whether you want to get started in criminal justice or want to move up in the field. Call now for a brochure, 877-822-2487.
Whoa, someone ain't missing any meals.
Classical or jazz for your pat down?
During the inspection, sir, I'd like you to call me Lisa.
Now you do me.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to Winnie.
Next. What's in the bag, sir?
Oh, just some clothes?
Like the idea of getting by with a minimum? Then you'll love affordable state minimum coverage from Safe Auto. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. State minimum coverage, maximum savings.
Next.
Trey Wingo here taking a look at Duke and Marist. The Red Foxes have won 27 straight games. They're playing a 2-seed at home. They don't care. Coriel Yarda with the big 3 right there, and the Red Foxes up by 3 at Duke. Meanwhile, Penn State leading DePaul. Keep in mind that the Lady Lions have never lost a tourney game at home. And Ohio State with a 4-point early lead over Georgia Tech. Let's go back to Knoxville. Dave O'Brien and Deb Anthony.
Tennessee with a 25-22 lead. Take us inside the play, Deb.
Well, watch Paige Fedorowicz, the senior. Watch right here. She's circling where she wants the ball reversed because she's got an excellent seal. Look how she keeps contact against Strickland. Posts up strong, scores inside. Does a terrific job of working for position every time down the floor and being an option for Marquette's offense.
7 points, 4 rebounds for the senior from Johnsburg, Illinois. Under 7 to play in the first half, and Tennessee with a 3-point lead. Megan Simmons back in. Vicky Ball also on the floor, gets a touch here, trying to back her way down, and can't hit from close range. Strickland tried to keep it alive, did to Manning. Great job there, but she leaves it way short. No foul on the short jump shot.
And look at Angel Robinson, look to push right away.
Look at Simmons go flying by Weibel and picks up the rebound. Here she is on the attack. Finds Bjorklund, lines it up. It just won't fall for Angie Bjorklund tonight. So she hasn't had the magic touch so far beyond that 3-point line. Robinson, tough shot off the window.
Oh my goodness, playing through the contact the whole way. You can't bump her off her line, she's too strong. That's a terrific play to the basket.
What a heady player. The senior from St. Paul, Minnesota, cuts it to 1. Tennessee certainly not used to being in a spot like this at home in the NCAA Tournament. Here's Manning. Oh, he nailed the 3. Came off her hand and looked perfect, 28-24.
And not a 3-point threat necessarily for Tennessee. He's only made a few on the season. What a big basket.
Robinson switches hands on the dribble, banks it in, and she'll go to the line.
She is tough. Back-to-back plays by the senior. This is a shot maker. Angel Robinson in the open floor. You got to cut down her window. You cannot let her operate in the open court. She's too good and too strong. This is off the glass. Watch this play. Cross it up in the middle of the floor again with contact. What a smart, savvy basketball player.
Simmons with the foul. 3-point play for Angel Robinson. She scored in double figures 25 times this season.
On the Wade Trophy watch list, that means she's one of the top players in the country.
Well, showing it off here tonight. Tennessee's lead again sliced to 1. Lady Vols with the basketball. Manning on the wing. Lori Johnson has been very quiet so far in the first half. Now a whistle. And it's going to be a 3-second violation. So a chance for Marquette to take the lead, and on Friday we'll crown the Division II women's basketball champion on ESPN2 and on ESPN3.com at 8 o'clock Eastern for live stats. Go to NCAA.com, the home for all 88 NCAA championships.
Tennessee is ramping up their pressure. This would be a great time for Marquette to look to go back door.
Fedorowicz up top. Here's Robinson. Shot clock at 8. Shot clock at 5. Off the screen. Quick dish. Collins. And a whistle and a foul underneath.
I'll tell you what, Glory Johnson just made a terrific defensive play that will not show up on the stat sheet. She denied ball reversal, wouldn't let Fedorowicz catch it, and jammed her so she couldn't go back door.
Off the inbounds, Fedorowicz. Shot clock winding down, and it's a shot clock violation. So they turn it over. 5 turnovers for Marquette. Did not get it off in time.
And Pat Summitt looks as animated as I've seen her in a while over there, really encouraging her defense.
I think the big crowd here inside Thompson Bowling a little stunned. Strickland shot off the backboard, cleaned up by Ball underneath for 2.
It's a great offensive rebound by Vicky Ball. One of those 9 high school All-Americans on Tennessee's roster.
9.
Nobody has 9.
And Ed holding on to a 3-point lead. That's all here. Under 4 to go in the half. Weibel got it. 3-pointer has tied it at 30.
Off the screen. Double screen on the top of the key.
It's the first time the game has been tied tonight. Simmons gets herself an open look. A lot of iron, but it falls in. Great touch.
She loves the big moment inside the game. Wants to make the play. Megan Simmons.
She has 9 points. Tennessee by 2. Fedorowicz handing off here for Robinson. Foul line jumper. Rebounded away by Glory Johnson.
There's the pressure of the rebounder. It allows Marquette to get back.
Been a very well played first half. Both teams have actually shot the ball very well.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Strickland gave up the dribble. Here's Manning. Glory Johnson coming off 14 points against Texas and draws the foul. That was with 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, you do not want to foul the Tennessee jump shooter right there. Well, watch Courtney Weibel, the senior, spot up behind the arc, knocking down the 3. Marquette's in it.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis. The journey has begun for the Capital One Cup. At the end of the school year, 1 men's and 1 women's Division I athletics program will win this coveted award given to the school with the best on-field performance in NCAA Division I championships. Each winning school will receive $200,000 to fund student-athlete graduate-level scholarships. Follow your school and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com.
Any Pizza Hut pan pizza is now just $10. So before they come to their senses, we're stocking up.
This is our best idea ever.
Pizza Hut's world-famous pan pizza is now just $10. Any pan pizza, any size, any toppings, only $10. Add Pepsi and breadsticks for just $5 more, only at your Pizza Hut.
Here they come. All the new tech products you need. And they're all looking for the same thing. The one place that makes technology easy. Staples. With highly trained tech experts and expanded tech centers, Staples makes finding the right technology just the way you want it. Easy. Easy to buy, easy to fix, easy to save. Staples. That was easy.
An IBM computer system named Watson won Jeopardy! But the real winner? Humankind.
Life is really about questions and answers. This technology can help us get some of those answers.
We're going to revolutionize many, many fields with this new capability.
Healthcare, government, finance, anywhere decision-making depends on deeper understanding of the huge wealth of information that's out there.
I thought the game was the end. I'm realizing it's just the beginning. That's what I'm working on. I'm an IBMer.
I just don't understand. Who backs up a vehicle into another vehicle?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'll take care of this. With a new boyfriend.
With a new girlfriend.
Change me that.
State Farm agents are there when you need them.
Trey Wingo here with you. Duke has won 15 straight home tournament games, but the Red Foxes of Marist just don't care. Coriel Yard of 3. She has 15, and they are leading the way right now in this contest. They're up by 8. Penn State up by 7 on DePaul, and Ohio State with an early 7-point lead on Georgia Tech. Dave and Deb, what's going on?
Well, Trey, we've got a game here. 32-30. Tennessee at the line here as you look at our halftime report coming up, brought to you by Home Depot. And how about DePaul having to play Penn State?
That's a tough one, having to play there. Penn State is not lost in the NCAA Tournament at home. DePaul is one of those teams that can flat out score. That should be a lot of offense in that game. Penn State's the only team in the Big Ten that averaged 80 points.
1 of 2 for Glory Johnson. The 5th foul shot attempted by Tennessee. Remember Texas the other day against Marquette did not attempt a foul shot the entire game.
I've never seen that.
Remarkable. And Marquette won the game by 3. Simmons got a little twisted up. The crowd wanted a traveling violation. Went for the bank shot. Rebound tipped, and it's going to be off of Tennessee with 2:27 to go.
The reason why Marquette is in this basketball game is, first of all, they have not turned it over. They only have 4 turnovers, and they're making shots. Terry Mitchell's team is well prepared to play against the Tennessee pressure. They're keeping the ball in the middle of the floor. They're getting out on the break, and they're only down 9 on the glass.
Robinson gives it up. Booth there. Got a great look. Got her own miss, and now taken away by Baugh. To that point, Marquette was 12 for their last 20 from the field after starting the game 0 for 6.
That was almost like a jinx right there. That was a wide-open 10-foot jump shot. You got to knock that down if you're going to bring the upset.
So 2 minutes to go before halftime in Knoxville. Ball with a 17-footer. Too strong. Manning tips the rebound, but taken away by Plouffe. Is Robinson up against Simmons, lays it up, and it falls for her.
Left hand, right hand, great court vision, terrific basketball IQ is Angel Robinson.
She has been really impressive here in Marquette's first run of the NCAA tournament since 2007. Once again, the Golden Eagles cut it to 1. Glory Johnson tried to take it herself, nearly lost it, got it back, and banked it in.
And Glory Johnson catches it that deep, goes off the bounce. So athletic, the most athletic player, Pat Summitt says she's ever coached in her 37 years here.
Collins on the back down in the lane, has it knocked away. Clean play by Baugh. So under a minute. Simmons, nifty dish there for Glory Johnson.
Terrific feed and a great job by Johnson to get early offense by running the middle of the floor.
Blue for the kick out. McMorris a 3. Yes, she got another 3.
Oh, she is tough. Every time they need a basket, McMorris seems to really make a play. She's made 3 already in the first half.
3 for 5 on the drive. Manning, no. Rebounded back up and in for 2. Manning's done that a couple of times. Looked like she got hit on the forehead as well. She lost her headband. That got knocked off. So 19 seconds before halftime. The pace has been frenetic.
Been terrific.
Crowd is up here at Thompson Bowling Arena. Marquette with the ball. McMorris with another one. Too strong. 5 seconds before the break. They get it back. Off the fake. A 2-point leaner. Can't bury that. And there's the horn to end the first half. And both sides need a rest.
Exhausted. What a fantastic first half of basketball. McMorris, all threes to keep Marquette. Only a 2-possession basketball game at the half.
Very much in it. That might surprise some, but Marquette has played extremely well. Lady Vols lead at 39-35. We go to Trey Wingo in the studio for the Home Depot halftime report. Field battle. Let's take you inside the Lady Vols locker room at halftime in Pat Summit.
So y'all ready to go home? I mean, all they're doing, they're coming down the floor, they're getting paint points anytime they want them. Why? Because we don't have the guts to step out there and take charges.
A smoldering Hall of Famer Pat Summit at halftime, leading by just 4 points. Her team has shot 50%. They've won the rebounding battle by 10. And Deb Antonelli, they've only turned it over 6 times in the first half.
But Marquette's backcourt has been terrific. They're doing whatever they want in the middle of the floor, and they're not turning it over. Only 4 turnovers for a Tennessee defense that averages 17 a game. Tennessee's got to crank up their D, do a better job in transition defense, and force Marquette to score against their size on the inside. Right now, Marquette's just making too many shots.
Winning the battle in the paint, 16-14, as you mentioned. Marquette has the basketball to open up the second half. Fedorowicz, one of those that Marquette has targeted in the paint. She has contributed big time. Now a whistle just 16 seconds into the second half as we give you a look at the first half stat sheets. Morris with 9 points. She's been so impressive. Her ability to get that shot when she sees the three and nail it as she did against Texas for the game winner.
Well, Terry Mitchell has a senior backcourt that can make shots and can also make plays. That's why they're sticking around.
That's going to be off Fedorowicz. Terrific play by Strickland to fire the ball off of the Marquette player, and Tennessee will have it.
Yesterday in practice and at shoot-around today, Marquette spent a lot of time with the pressure relievers, high post entries, dribble entries. Look for those in the second half because you know Pat Summit, with the volume that she brought in the locker room, means that this defense is going to start cranking.
Ball loose on the deck and a tie-up here. Possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor. 39-35 Tennessee.
You see points allowed on the season and field goal percentage. Look what Marquette is doing. 42% from the floor. That's a pretty good number against the Tennessee length.
Roy Johnson denied on the interior, and now Marquette wants to run. McMorris off the fake. Pull-up pop won't drop for her.
I have not seen Marquette take a bad shot yet.
On the drive, Simmons. So quick. Pat Summit has called her the quickest player she's ever had here at Tennessee. That's 11.
Speedy.
It fits. Angel Robinson airborne to bank it in. How many tough shots has she made tonight?
Did you see her cup that ball? Like a linebacker, like an offensive, like a running back going through the line. You don't let anybody take that ball away from her. No fumble there on the way to the hole.
Well, here's one player that Pat Summit would like to get started, Angie Bjorklund. Cool for the first time in a long time. 1 for 7 in the first half. In quick for Strickland and a strike underneath for Tennessee.
High-low action, terrific for Tennessee. It's worked every time. They've been very productive in that set.
Robinson tried to give it off for Fedorowicz, but she had cut to the basket, and the pass trailed her. So Tennessee leading by 6 points. Opening seconds of the second half in Knoxville, Tennessee, and what has been a very interesting day, obviously, with the firing of Bruce Pearl, the men's basketball coach, let go after 6 years earlier today. Strong move by Glory Johnson.
Just too quick. Explosive from the high post.
And a timeout here by Terry Mitchell. Their team had fallen behind 8-0 to start the game, came roaring back. We'll see if this timeout works the same way that one did.
Capital One presents Flashback Images. Trailing by 2 at halftime, USC dominated Tennessee in the second half to earn a 72-61 victory, becoming the first women's team to win consecutive NCAA titles. USC star forward Cheryl Miller was named Final Four Most Outstanding Player for the second straight year. For more great images, tune in to the NCAA Women's Championship, presented by Capital One.
Here we go.
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 Gentlemen, here we go. Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. It's just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Here we go.
The Motorola Zoom tablet. The first tablet powered by Android 3.0 with a 3D interface and a widescreen HD display. Grab it, and it grabs you. Only at Verizon.
More nights, more points. Real value from your friends at Hampton.
At Dairy Queen, we don't stop at good enough. We don't just give you a cheeseburger. We give you 2 for $2.22 or 2 doubles for $3.33. And I'm not just playing a guitar. I'm playing a guitar that sounds like dolphins.
It's opening day. Tigers, Yankees. Thursday, March 31st on ESPN.
The NCAA Women's Championship is brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We'll pick you up.
Back in Knoxville, Tennessee has grabbed a 45-37 lead early in the second half. Deb Antonelli, take us inside that high-low.
Look at this high-low game for Tennessee, and watch the high post flash, and watch Strickland get great position inside. The ball goes to the high post. Look at Strickland hold the contact. Good pass away from the defense. Terrific execution by Tennessee.
Johnson hounding Robinson out of that timeout. Did get it to Simmons, but barely. Tennessee has really come out very springy in the second half and very energetic. Look at Bjorklund trying to harass McMorris here. Fedorowicz, shot clock at 2, and a shot partially blocked, tapped up. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defensive stop by the Lady Vols. Well, you can see either Gonzaga face UCLA later tonight, St. John's taking on Stanford, or Temple versus Notre Dame, or North Carolina meeting Kentucky.
That's the one I'm looking forward to. The North Carolina size against the quickness of Kentucky. Kentucky's 0-4 against the Tar Heels.
Simmons tossing that pass away. Tried to do a little too much there. She has 11 points. The freshman who does have more turnovers than assists, and Pat's had that look more than once this season, but a very gifted freshman.
She certainly is, and Coach Summit has had to live with some of those plays, some of her shot selection, but it's the positives that she brings that you just have to overlook some of the negatives.
What an explosive player. Collins doubled up, almost knocked away. Simmons off target, but Fedorowicz will toss it back up and in.
You know, Paige Fedorowicz, again, just has a great knack for getting to the rim.
Roy Johnson beats everybody down the other end of the floor. Great catch and 2.
Even Megan Simmons that time looked over at Coach Summit to say, is that pass okay? Well, they scored. I guess it's all right.
47-39 Tennessee. The winner moving on to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Tournament. Tennessee, of course, #1 seed in the Dayton region. Everybody here expects them on the Tennessee side to advance to the Final Four in Indianapolis. But they're in a battle here tonight. The shot clock down to 3. The shot nailed there by Simmons from the corner.
Simmons doing such a great job of drawing the help and then dishing it to the corner. That's a playmaker. That's a point guard who understands personnel.
Bjorklund cold early, so doing a lot of passing. Here's Simmons, who loves to shoot it and hits a 3.
I asked asked Megan Simmons once, what do you enjoy more, scoring or passing? She said, anything that gets my teammates involved, that gets me more excited about playing.
The bounce into the paint, a whistle and a foul. Will be Collins going to the line. Jasmine Collins, good foul shooter at 75%.
So Megan Simmons has ignited the Tennessee Lady Vols out of the locker room. Look at this feed, a transition basket. Tennessee up 9.
At Dairy Queen, we don't stop at good enough. We don't just give you a cheeseburger. We give you our cheeseburger lovers deal. 2 singles for $2.22 or 2 doubles for $3.33. And I'm not just playing a guitar. I'm playing a guitar that sounds like dolphins. Because at Dairy Queen, good isn't good enough. And be sure to try the Mint Oreo Blizzard of the Month.
Here they come. All the new tech products you need. And they're all looking for the same thing. The one place that makes technology easy. Staples. With highly trained tech experts and expanded tech centers, Staples makes finding the right technology just the way you want it. Easy. Easy to buy, easy to fix, easy to save. Staples. That was easy.
What does it take to fly? It takes knowing we have our work cut out for us. But if you run before the wind, you can't take off. You've got to turn into it. The thing you push against lifts you up. So every challenge is a chance to show that even in this crazy world of no liquids and route cancellations, someone still has the passengers back. And along the way, we'll prove we're not just building a bigger airline. We're building a better one.
Sign up for free to get daily deals in your town. LivingSocial.com.
Well, coverage of the Division I Men's Basketball Championship continues Thursday on CBS and TBS at 7 p.m. For more information on game times and listings, go to NCAA.com. Think about Bruce Pearl and what he did accomplish here over 6 years. Really reinvigorated men's basketball here in so many ways. Great crowds, terrific teams, but it all ended today. And it ended because in the end he didn't tell the truth.
There's no question he's left the basketball program better than what it was when he came. And the next person that comes in will have a chance to move it forward pending whatever comes next from the NCAA.
Collins at the line, second foul shot on the way. Tennessee with the biggest lead. And that has been cut to 8 points, 50-42. Taken back by Kamiko Williams. And Tennessee trying to build on an 8-point lead. Simmons with the hot hand. Got it. A three.
Wow. Sometimes you go, no, don't shoot it. And I'm sure that happens over on the Tennessee bench. And then it's yes.
She has been cooking. Fedorowicz, a swat and a foul by Strickland, who thought she got all ball there. Megan Simmons, the freshman, putting on a show here.
Boy, she has really lit it up outside the arc. Couple of threes here in the second half off a broken play, and this is a great time to strike. And on the other side, I'm telling you right now, Dave, no one has worked harder than Paige Fedorowicz on the floor the entire game.
At the line, 71%, but Fedorowicz misses the first one. Coming off 14.6 rebounds against Texas in a thrilling win on Saturday.
I mean, she's a 6-foot senior for Terry Mitchell. Undersized every night on the blocks. Yeah, look at how hard she has muscled her way around the quickness and the length of Tennessee.
Marquette trying to hang in. Do you consider this a danger zone in the game, down by 10 now?
There's no question. They don't have the kind of defense to generate offense, so they're going to have to get stops.
Pretty bank shot by Kimiko Williams, coming off the bench for Pat Summitt. Where it's not uncommon for her to play 7 or 8 coming off the bench. Robinson. Morris on the drive, wriggles into the paint, but misfired. Rebound comes back on the baseline, and Collins threw it away. Strickland right there to pick it.
Every 50-50 ball is going Tennessee's way second half.
Strickland. That rolls off the iron. Fedorowicz with a rebound. You can see Tennessee looking for that knockout. McMorris got it as she went tumbling out of bounds at three-point play. She went right back into her own bench.
Terry Mitchell picks her up and says, hurry up, get back there on transition defense.
Yeah, take another one when you get a chance.
She has been terrific, McMorris.
Tennessee, every player they've gotten into the game has scored. Whistle before the shot there with 13:51 to go, foul against Marquette.
The thing that McMorris has done consistently well is this right here. Run the floor and spot up. Angel Robinson's vision in the open floor has been a difference for Marquette. And if you don't close that window down and you let her see the entire floor, she's going to make plays. And she's finding McMorris on the backside of pressure.
She's hit for Strickland. Bowling in for 2. That's just strength. Robinson hustling to the offensive zone will now pull it back. The lead now up to 11 for Tennessee. Simmons came out, almost knocked it free. Simmons on the drive will lay it up and in. It's Serena Simmons for Marquette.
Serena Simmons making some plays, did not score in the first half. 0 for 3, but has made some plays in the second.
Really made a contribution against Texas. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 block shots in that victory. Now taken away by Simmons. A 2-on-1 up ahead for Collins. A foul, and she made it. She'll go to the line for a 3-point play, and a huge swing here for Marquette all of a sudden.
This is a great double off the top by Marquette. This is not necessarily a call by Terry Mitchell. This is just great defense and a great read. That's a terrific finish in transition by Collins. Simmons with the steal. Collins with the finish.
Kimiko Williams with the foul. 7-point lead for Tennessee. And Collins can cut it to 6 at the line, where she hits 75% of her foul shots. A senior from Detroit. Tennessee with the ball, leading by 7.
Man-to-man defense by Marquette.
Knocked away. Great job there by Robinson to deflect that pass.
Those are the kind of stops they're going to have, Dave, to dig back in, and they're doing that. They're not a team that extends. They don't like to play a lot of full-court pressure. You worry about Tennessee's size and their three-point shooting on the backside of pressure. That's why you don't see Marquette extend.
Strickland comes out to body up on Fedorowicz. Here's Robinson. It's about the point in the game she really took over against Texas on Saturday. Great feed. Fedorowicz cashes in.
I'm telling you, pound for pound, she's the toughest player on the floor tonight. It doesn't matter.
That. I think you're right.
It doesn't matter who Tennessee's put on her because they're pushing in transition, and Angel Robinson is operating in the middle floor. They're causing the mismatches they want for Fedorowicz.
8 points in the paint are dead even at 26 aside.
And would you ever thought that on paper? No way.
Absolutely not with Tennessee's size. And the big advantage is shot clock down to 8. Simmons pushed out by Fedorowicz. Shot clock at 5. Finds Kimiko Williams down to 2. She got it off in time and nailed it. A 2-pointer. Tennessee oh so patient, but nearly a shot clock violation.
That's just great poise by a backcourt for Tennessee. Simmons and Williams.
Robinson. They want the ball in her hands every time down. Fedorowicz really battling with Bjorklund, and she's complaining she's getting fouled as well. Shot clock to 5. Robinson switches hands, and a whistle and a foul there by Williams on the hand check. That was with 2 on the shot clock. Well, Paige Fedorowicz does not want her season to end tonight. The senior from Illinois underneath. Too much to handle for Tennessee.
Linens and duvet washed fresh for every guest. Real value from your friends at Hampton.
For $5, you can get a sub. Or you can get all this. KFC's $5 everyday meals. Like 2 pieces of original recipe. Your choice of sides, biscuit, and a medium drink. 5 for $5 every day. Today tastes so good.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
No pie today, Ted?
No, I just paid my car insurance bill. Ouch.
Sounds like somebody paid too much.
Excuse me?
I used Progressive's Name Your Price tool. They showed me a range of coverages, and I picked the one that worked for me. I saved hundreds when switching.
Hundreds?
Who are you?
Just a man that loves savings. And pie.
Out there with a better way. Now that's Progressive.
Ooh, a brain teaser. How can Expedia now save me even more on my hotel? Well, hotels know they can't fill every room every day, like this one, and this one, and... Oops. My bad. So they give Expedia ginormous discounts with these unpublished rates, which means I get an even more rockin' hotel for less. My brain didn't even break a sweat. Where you book matters. Expedia.
The NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship continues. Second round action on Tuesday. And at 7 o'clock Eastern, it's Purdue battling Miami and top seed Connecticut on ESPN2. Also at 7, regional coverage. You'll see Oklahoma, Miami, Louisville against Xavier, or Georgetown against Maryland.
That's the one I'm looking for. I love the 4-5s. And Maryland lost to Georgetown earlier in the year. But
you like them this time around.
I love them this time because of their size. If they can keep Sugar Rogers under control, who's a terrific guard in the Big East, then I think Maryland's size could wear him down.
Well, Marquette shooting the ball exceptionally well since the break.
64% in the second half. They've only turned it over 3 times in this half. And they're dead ball turnovers, Dave, which allows them to set their D.
Robinson backing away. 13 to get off a shot now for the Golden Eagles of Marquette. The first NCAA tournament since someone's going to be a travel on Simmons. She gives it back to Tennessee.
Good call by Pat Summitt to change up her defense coming off the timeout to go to the zone because they can't stop dribble penetration right now. They can't keep Angel Robinson out of the middle of the floor.
Marquette with their 4th turnover in this half. Kane handing off for Manning. Manning with a pull-up pop. Line drives it in.
Alicia Manning's a product of hard work. Extra time in the gym working on her offensive game.
She can get going. She had 22 against Carolina back in February. Simmons off for Robinson. Fedorowicz up against Kane. And Kane knocks it away. Another block for Kelly Kane. 12 on the shot clock.
Alicia Manning known for defense and rebounding. Watch this read right here off the screen. Plays off the screen. Comes off. Fedorowicz doesn't step up and help. It's the right read by Manning.
Fedorowicz quickly off the inbounds. Got an excellent look. Can't hit the bank shot. And Simmons will push it. On the dish. Quick strike. No. Strickland with the miss, but got it back. Heavy traffic. Can't hit that one either. Robinson finds Fedorowicz lightning quick, but she can't make it. And she's screaming at herself. A tie up here. It'll stay on this end of the floor as Marquette has the possession arrow, but Paige Fedorowicz knew she missed a great chance.
Watch her sprint by Kelly Kane. No chance for Kane trailing the play. Fedorowicz cannot believe she missed it, but it's the looming presence of the 6'6" shot blocker. She probably heard steps.
Collins off the inbounds, out of the double team. Robinson to penetrate. And now Marquette will set it up inside 10 minutes to go.
Zone.
McMorris kicks it out. Weibel open. Around and out. She hit a big one earlier in the contest.
Terrific execution. You can't ask for more than that. Everybody got a touch. They reverse sides of the floor. They get an open three.
Here's Simmons launching. In and out. Boy, that was down inside the iron.
She is 7 for 10 in the game.
Robinson had it tipped. Gets it back. Collins straight on. Yes, a three-pointer for Marquette. They have shot the three well throughout the game. 6 out of 12. And now 7 out of 13. Kane fouled on the pass inside to her with 8:51 to go.
Jasmine Collins with the trail three. Buries it from the top. Great read by Angel Robinson. See how she's getting penetration, a piece of the paint off the bounce. It sets up their game.
Paige Fedorowicz just picked up her third foul, though. Has to come out. Kane underneath, not there with the left hand. Battles everybody for the rebound and wins it back. Manning with the leader. Too strong. Kane with the rebound. That won't go. Many chances for Tennessee. But inside, there's a lid on that basket. Strickland on the back down. Swings to her left. Draws the foul. She'll go to the line. 2 shots coming for Shakina Strickland, the SEC Player of the Year. Well, the NCAA men's ice hockey skating toward the Frozen Four with regional semifinals Friday at 3. That's on ESPNU and ESPN3.com. Go to NCAA.com, the official online home for all 88 NCAA championships.
Tennessee has gone to their back to the basket, low post play in the second half. We expected them to get physical based on what Pat Summitt said. You want to go home? You done? I don't think they're done. And I think she challenged her team to get tougher.
Strickland 76% at the line, makes 1 of 2. Remember now, the key interior player for Marquette is on the bench in foul trouble, Paige Fedorowicz. We'll see what a big difference it makes. Morris goes outside and hits a three.
In your face is what that's called.
She has been tremendous, hitting 5 3-pointers, 5 out of 8. And she's cut the lead to 4. Simmons on the drive, fouled by McMorris.
Watch McMorris get separation with her footwork. Catches it in the shooting pocket. Little pump fake. Ready to score. Defense flies by. You stick the jumper.
15 tonight. Of course, she had the game winner against Texas with the 3-pointer to ice the win on Saturday. She also beat St. John's earlier this season with a 3-pointer, a game-winning 3 in that victory. Exactly 8 minutes to go in the contest, and Simmons hits the first.
You grow up in the Bronx, and there's 7,000 kids in your high school, and you're on the team, and you're playing with the guys. You got to learn how to get separation, how to get your shot off. She is terrific at doing that with her footwork and her quick ball fake.
63-58. Megan Simmons with another one coming. Simmons has 18 points. She leads all scorers. Made 1 of 2. Rebound comes out high to Robinson on the spin. Under control. Gets it off with Morris again with that fake. This time Bjorklund stays right with her. Good D by Angie Bjorklund.
And you know, a great choice by Robinson because she's got Weibel on one wing and McMorris has got the hot hand. You feed the hot hand.
10 on the shot clock for Marquette. Working on Manning. Robinson Pass knocked free on the floor. Gets back to Simmons. Big rebound Robinson. Heavy traffic. Rolls it in.
Oh, how many tough plays has she made in the paint? One of the smallest players on the floor, Angel Robinson.
A 3-point game after that basket. Tennessee feeding Glory Johnson. Double team. Forced that shot.
Well, that's a terrific defensive play by Marquette.
Robinson slapped away, and she'll draw the foul with 7:03 left. And that personal against Glory Johnson. Tennessee up 63-60.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by the Capital One Cup. Learn more and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis. The journey has begun for the Capital One Cup. At the end of the school year, one men's and one women's Division I athletics program will win this coveted award given to the school with the best on-field performance in NCAA Division I championships. Each winning school will receive $200,000 to fund student-athlete graduate-level scholarships. Follow your school and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com.
We're thinking seafood? Who's got the best seafood tonight?
How about some tilapia or jumbo shrimp?
And if you had seafood Newburgh, you'd be my hero on an endless dinner buffet.
For around $10.
Huh, you got the hook. Only Golden Corral is a seafood lover's paradise. It's crunchy pecan-crusted tilapia, seafood Newburgh with puff pastry, spicy jalapeno tilapia, and more. It's all part of our endless dinner buffet, still for around $10.
$10? I'm hooked.
Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
Where to go for a quiet getaway?
Thanks to the Orbitz Matrix display, you can make more knowledgeable decisions when booking vacation packages.
Excuse me. Shh. Shh. Too quiet.
Your many flight options, hotel options.
Let's take these up a notch. Too loud! Did someone say loud down?
And what you can expect to save when you book them together on Orbitz. Everything you need to know in one click.
Perfect.
When you Orbitz, you know.
Springtime belongs to the doers. Those of us who know grass doesn't turn green just because the calendar says to. And that a big difference can grow from a small budget. For those of us with grass on our sneakers, dirt on our jeans, and a lawn that's as healthy as our savings, the days are about to get a whole lot greener. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of a day in the dirt with a special buy on this mulch. 3 bags are just $10.
Trey Wingo here in our studios. 3-6 matchup. Penn State, the 6th seed, playing at home and playing well. Alex Bentley, 25 in the round 1 win, hits a 3 here. It is a 2-point lead for Penn State right now. Let's go back to you.
In tournament headlines, Connecticut seeking a 3rd straight title. The last 13 national champs were 1 or 2 seeds. 9 Big East teams in the field, all won their first-round games, including Marquette. Tennessee and Pat Summitt making all 30 tournaments, and an amazing record in the tournament. 107 wins, 21 losses in the NCAA tournament. Marquette with the ball here, 63-60. Tennessee. This game has been tied once. Marquette has never had the lead. Only tie was when it was 30-30. Here's Robinson. Picked off by Simmons. A huge rebound for Marquette.
Great rebound from the top. When you take shots inside your offense, then you know when to crash the glass.
Manning trying to stay with McMorris. She gave up the dribble. Fedorowicz. 10 to shoot it for Marquette. Bjorklund really doing a great job defensively on Robinson. Strickland picks her up now. The step back. Yes! She hits it. A 2-pointer.
How many plays have the Marquette guards made in this game on the road, Dave? This is why they've won 9 games on the road. You've got Angel Robinson and Tatiana McMorris, seniors that can make play after play. Will the cumulative effect of Tennessee's depth start to take a toll?
I think that's the great question, because that's 6 minutes left in a 1-point game on the road. But they are hanging in so far, obviously. Manning outside to Bjorklund. Reggie Bjorklund. Cold shooting day, but hits a 2. She hasn't been sizzling. That's just her second made field goal tonight. Robinson trying to blow by her. It's knocked away. Clean play by Tennessee. 5:39 to go. Marquette will have the basketball, down 3.
Bjorklund has not played with a true point guard since her freshman year, Shannon Bobbitt. Since then, she's played with makeshift point guards by committee. But it's made her a better overall player off the bounce, being able to create her own shot, playing without the ball.
Inbound, Simmons. No, right there under the iron, but could not get it to fall. Huge miss for Marquette. Strickland spinning and fouled with 5:25 left. Foul will go against Fedorowicz, and that'll be number 4 on Paige Fedorowicz.
Shekinna Strickland runs the floor hard, gets excellent position in front of Fedorowicz. The help comes too late, and Strickland recognizes it, spins away from where the help is coming to earn a trip to the line.
Strickland at 15 against Stetson. On Saturday, makes the first, 66-62. Fedorowicz with all this time left, and the 4 fouls, has to step out.
Now you got a freshman in Plouffe who's going to have to toughen up right here, and Collins and Simmons are going to have to be tougher on the blocks. Tennessee is starting to show that power game on the inside, particularly in the second half.
Strickland smooth at the line. So lead back up to 5.
And the problem with Tennessee for other teams is they can invert their guards in there. They all can post up.
And there are so many of them. Collins out to Robinson. She glanced on the shot clock, now at 10. That one's sailing over Collins' hands, and Plouffe tipped it out, going for the loose ball. There just aren't too many environments in women's basketball that even come close to this. A huge advantage for Pat here inside Thompson Bowling Arena. Strickland dumps down for Johnson, and a strike. Lori Johnson with 13, a 7-point lead, and a timeout. Terry Mitchell and Marquette. Tennessee leading by 7 with 4:40 left here in Knoxville.
Tennessee goes to their horn series. They haven't gone to it much tonight at all. This is a part of their high-low game. Ball's going to get entered here. You're going to see the screen. She's going to come around, and then you're going to see Glory Johnson dive to the basket. Watch the horns action. On-ball screen, dive to the hole, draw the help, dish it off. Terrific play by the Lady Vols. Under duress to make an offensive play. Knowing that Fedorowicz is out of the game opens up the lane for Tennessee to go to work.
Well, remember just moments ago it was 63-62, and Marquette was putting a big-time scare into Tennessee. Since then, Strickland and company have gone on a 6-0 run. These fans are roaring here in Tennessee. Shot clock at 5 for McMorris. Robinson wants it, casts it up. New shot clock.
Zone by Tennessee off the timeout. This is where your veteran backcourt shows poise and composure. A big offensive rebound.
Now Marquette has gone over 6 minutes since their last field goal. Fedorowicz is off the bench, getting ready to get back in. Marquette needs a field goal and a whistle with 10 on the shot clock. And 3:52 remaining in the contest. The foul will go against Kamiko Williams. A 7-point Tennessee lead.
Trey Wingo, Carol Lawson, and the coach Carolyn Peck here in our college basketball studios. Keep you updated on that game. Let's take a peek at the other action going on. A lot of great games, potential upsets all over the board. Let's go out to Columbus, Ohio first. 4-5 matchup Ohio State at home taking on Georgia Tech. It was a 1-point lead for Georgia Tech at the break. Ohio State now up by 5. And Carolyn, this is the time where Ohio State's really got to find that extra gear inside to be able to put teams away.
What Ohio State has been able to find is Dantel Lavender, only 3 points at the half. She's got 8 in the second half. They're looking to go for her inside, and if she's not available there, short jumper, and she's gone to her face-up game.
No, she's a double-digit scoring machine. Keep this in mind. Ohio State has lost in the first or second round in 7 of their last 9 tournament trips. They're trying to move on to the Sweet 16 with a win here. We'll keep you updated on that game. Marist and Duke, a 10-seed Marist playing at Duke, Kara. And the Red Foxes doing everything they can without their best player, Erica Allensbach, rolled her ankle. End of the first half. She will not return. X-rays were negative, but they are taking it to the 2-seed at home.
They are, and that's what Duke needs more of. That's a great drive to the basket there by Chelsea Gray. But you talk about Duke and their athleticism on the defensive end. They have to do a better job of utilizing that on the offensive end by being aggressive and then finishing shots. I mean, Duke has missed a ton of layups in this game. And, you know, credit Maristow, their game plan. They've done a terrific job.
They know how to finish. They've won 27 straight games. We'll keep you updated there. Penn State and DePaul. Whoa, it's really tightened up now. As it was a big lead, now it's a 1-point lead for Penn State. Keep in mind, they've never lost a tourney game at home.
Well, this is going to be an up-and-down game. Neither of these teams are great on the defensive end. If DePaul can get Felicia Chester and Keisha Hampton going, then I like their chances down the stretch.
All right, right now the 6th seed with the lead on the 3. Let's go back to number 1 seed Tennessee trying to put away Marquette.
Marquette has cooled off at the wrong time for them. Tennessee with a 7-point lead as we take a look at tonight's Capital One Cup impact performance. Megan Simmons has been terrific tonight.
Well, we've talked about the backcourt of Marquette making plays. How about the freshman Megan Simmons? 7 for 10 from the floor. She's made a couple of threes. She's got 18 points and has played almost every minute of this basketball game and only turned it over one time, handling the ball inside Tennessee's offense.
Tennessee 59-0 the last 2 seasons when scoring 63 or more points. 69 so far tonight, but Marquette at the line. Jasmine Collins at 75%. And drops it in. 3:52 to go, and another one coming for Collins. Collins showed up big time in the quarterfinals of the Big East Tournament. 17 points and 9 rebounds for Terry Mitchell. Very patient at the line, makes the pair.
We have not seen Tennessee extend their defense this second half. I think out of respect for Angel Robinson's ability to maneuver in the open floor.
Strickland denied. Gets it back. Spins. Got 2.
They go back to the exact same play with Glory Johnson and Shakina Strickland in the Horn series. They're looking to work the middle of the floor. They've got shooters in the corner. It's a very difficult set to defend.
Not a big scoring night for Strickland, but she's hitting big shots late. McMorris, Simmons out on her. Robinson driving past Johnson. Got airborne. Quick dish and a blocking foul. Foul against Tennessee. Robinson going in very hard, and Strickland went down.
Because the weak side activity is so good for Marquette, it doesn't allow Tennessee to get comfortable at the help line. It's a great drive by Angel Robinson to get to the free throw line.
And a 1-and-1 for Robinson. She's a 75% foul shooter. See what she's done across the board tonight. 8 assists, 5 rebounds, makes the first.
And doesn't change her expression one bit. Angel Robinson is in it for 40 minutes. You can see that.
Senior, St. Paul, Minnesota.
He really bought into what Terry Mitchell wanted this program to achieve. Hadn't been to the tournament until this season.
Tipped out to McMorris. And a whistle. And a traveling violation. That's the call. 11th turnover of the night for Marquette. Here's Johnson on the outlet, beating everybody to the other end, but it's blocked. Simmons got a piece of it. A spectacular play by Simmons. Here's Fedorowicz. It won't hang on the rim. And tipped out of play off Tennessee, but back to Serena Simmons on the other end.
Watch this. No way.
Absolutely no business making that play.
No, and look at the little bit of a taunt afterwards. You got to like the toughness.
That was already 2 points in the book. So Marquette, very gritty, hanging in with 3 minutes to go.
Now, I've been in here where Glory Johnson has stepped it off and attempted to dunk.
Look for 32 here, Robinson, or this player, Tatiana McMorris. They are the go-to players for Marquette. On a crossover, airborne, tough shot, no.
Tennessee doing a great job switching on everything, defending the flare screens, not letting Marquette get a clean look. This is the best defense Tennessee's played all game.
Well, you have to give Marquette a lot of credit. They have not wilted, and they pick it off right into the hands of McMorris.
What a terrific defensive fake by Collins. Defensive fake, recover, get back, make the steal.
So in the face of all this great Tennessee depth, Marquette still has a chance at 2:10 to go. And a timeout. Marquette takes one here with 2:04 on the clock. Terry Mitchell wants to talk over this possession.
One timeout left for Marquette, and I think this was a critical timeout for Terry Mitchell. With a veteran club, you can go through several possessions right here and know that they will be able to execute. Tatiana McMorris, one of those seniors in the backcourt, has made play after play for Marquette. Her three-point shooting has been spectacular. 5 for 8 outside the arc. Her ability to run the floor and run the lane wide. And Angel Robinson has been able to find her backcourt mate all game.
Well, there's time left, but do you expect McMorris, as you mentioned, has made 5 threes tonight, for her to have the ball here and maybe try another one for Terry Mitchell to run a play for her right now?
I don't think you necessarily need to have a three. I think you need to have something aggressive going towards the basket off the bounce. You know Tennessee and their man-to-man is switching on everything.
Marquette certainly doesn't mind the close games. They won a thriller on Saturday by 3 points. And with their seniors, 6 of them, and the veteran leadership that they get, that figures. Marquette to inbound. 9 to get off the shot. McMorris does shoot it, partially blocked. A battle for the rebound now. And a whistle with 1:58 remaining. And a foul on the play with under 2 minutes to go. A foul on Fedorowicz, and she has fouled out for Marquette. So that does it for Paige Fedorowicz. You can see her struggling with her emotions. The senior from Illinois. So strong on the glass and really had an outstanding game here today, but she has just fouled out.
Boy, if you're going to potentially be in your last game, you want to play like Paige Fedorowicz played tonight. Left everything on the floor.
So Tennessee with the ball, leading at 71-65, 12 points and 9 rebounds for Fedorowicz.
Man-to-man defense by Marquette.
Tennessee running some clock here, shot clock at 10. Johnson draws the double team. Trying to get out of that trap. Looking for a timeout, Tennessee, and they get one here with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Terrific job by Terry Mitchell's team to force the timeout. Great trap on the sideline.
Now, Terry Mitchell thought there should have been a foul there on Glory Johnson. She thought an elbow, but no whistle on that. So there's your reset. Tennessee with 3 timeouts remaining. Marquette down to 1. And Tennessee has the possession arrow with 1:32 on the clock.
Well, this has got to be a stop for Marquette, and for Tennessee, you want something aggressively going towards the basket. They might even enter it right to the low post from the sideline. Try to make a play. If you're Marquette, Marquette, you want to make sure you do not foul here. This is not the time to foul with 4 seconds on the clock. Make sure you contest and box out. You've got to get the rebound.
71-65 Tennessee with 1:32 remaining.
And look for the ball to go inside to Strickland.
Coming up, college basketball scoreboard. And in North Carolina and Kentucky as round 2 continues. 1 to shoot it. Simmons blocked. And a shot clock violation.
Terrific defense by Marquette. I'm surprised Pat Summitt didn't make the entry right to the block. Look at the contest by Robinson.
Boy, she has played both ends tonight as hard as you can do it. 1:27 left. Robinson to get it across now for the Golden Eagles. Robinson wants to shoot it. Well short. Rebound comes to Manning. And a foul with 1:07 to go. So time beginning to run out on Marquette. 1:07 left. And a 6-point lead for Tennessee.
Tennessee is an excellent free throw shooting team. Pat Summitt has her best free throw shooters on the floor.
And all Fedorowicz can do is watch now as Tennessee marches to the line. Alicia Manning, the junior who's played very well tonight, coming off the bench.
Very much within her skill set. Anything she scores in the set offense is a bonus.
That's her 10th point, which is double her average, and Tennessee leads at 72-65. And now, of course, Marquette does need that three-pointer on the other end when they get the ball back. Manning makes them both. McMorris. Simmons. Under a minute to go. Robinson on the drive. No. Tennessee with a rebound. On the outlet, Johnson. In she goes for 2. And that should do it for Tennessee. A 75-65 lead. Look at the run over the last 5 minutes. Robinson with the make. 43 seconds to go. And Marquette pressing here. Timeout. Tennessee burns one here. Marquette really going cold at the wrong time for them. They had missed 9 straight shots.
And the defense, as we said before, the best it's been has been in the last 5 minutes of play. The rebound and the kick out, and McMorris can't catch her. Glory Johnson in the open floor. This time she makes sure she finishes.
Well, Tennessee is going to know that we're in a real battle here tonight. A first-rate tussle against a Marquette team with a lot of seniors and a great deal of pride, and they put it on the line tonight.
A lot of people did not believe that Tennessee had been tested throughout their SEC play. Their non-conference schedule was outstanding. But tonight, Marquette, with the toughness of their backcourt play and Fedorowicz on the inside, Terry Mitchell's team came in here and gave Tennessee everything that they had.
So Tennessee to inbound, obviously press here by Marquette. Tennessee likes to look for that long baseball pass, and now Bjorklund is hit.
But that's who Tennessee wants to inbound it to, their best shooter, the best three-point shooter in the history of Tennessee basketball.
Angie Bjorklund came in having made 20 of her last 23 three-pointers. Not a great night shooting it. 1 for 4 from 3, 2 out of 9 overall, but they want her at the line here at the end.
If you shoot it better than Kara Lawson did here, that's saying something.
And Pat Summitt had Angie on her 2008 national championship team. And looking to go back this year, as they do every year. Looking to return to the Final Four, and tonight it's a step forward to the Sweet 16. Robinson fouled. called and count the basket as well. Manning with the foul for some reason with 36.7 seconds.
The one thing defensively that Tennessee and Pat Summitt's defense has been suspect to is dribble penetration. A little hesitation, a little in-out move, a bump, and you can't bump her off her line. Too strong, too focused to finish high off the glass.
She has 16 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds as Angel Robinson and knocks that one in for three-point play.
And playing against this pressure all game and not really turning it over.
Strickland doubled up, trying to get out of there, and a foul, with 33.8 to go. And Shakina Strickland hit there right in front of Terry Mitchell. Terry Mitchell looking for a turnover here in the final seconds and some magic. Courtney Weibel will come into the ball game now. 3-point threat for the Golden Eagles. And Strickland will march to the other end and shoot here. Strickland looking for her 10th point. If she gets it, it's a double-double. Already has 10 rebounds, and she's there.
The balance, the cumulative wear down of Tennessee's defense and depth.
She misses the second one. It's tipped out. It'll be Marquette ball. Pat Summitt wants that clock to hurry, hurry, hurry. These last couple of minutes for her probably taking an eternity. Slapped away by Strickland. It'll still be Marquette ball here.
Well, we sensed, Dave, with a one-point game with about 7 minutes to go, we both looked up at the clock and thought, boy, this is a lot of time left for Marquette to battle with their not having as much depth.
And they persevered for so long against that great depth. Robinson in the open court, down the lane. That won't fall. And now the foul as Glory Johnson is hit with 23.7 to go. An 8-point lead for Tennessee. Now on the topic of Glory Johnson, the 6'3 junior from Knoxville. Here's a look at her night.
Well, she's been terrific in the postseason. She's been all around the rim on both ends of the floor. Working the high-low game, finishing in transition, early offense, running the floor, rim to rim.
And back to the line where she's 59% for the year.
All right, so it looks like Tennessee is going to survive a scare from Marquette. Meanwhile, let's get you back to Duke and Marist. Duke with their first lead since it was 8-7, 2 minutes to play. Let's listen in. Dave Fleming and Katie Christensen.
We want to welcome you here to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Dave Fleming, Katie Christensen, the Marist Red Foxes, the 10 seed in the Philadelphia region, have led almost the entire way. But Duke on a big push late here at home under 2 minutes to play. The Blue Devils trying to survive. Now Marist with the ball and another steal. Chelsea Gray taking it all the way. Gray scores!
Duke has gone on an 11-0 run in under the last 4 minutes of play, and they've done it with their defense. That is what has brought all of these offensive surges for them, is defending and coming up with steals.
Oliver had her shot blocked. She was fouled. But Kate Oliver's going to the free throw line here to try to break that run. Just a minute and 19 left, so Marist controlling this game. But this is now the biggest lead all night for the Blue Devils. And now all of a sudden time is the enemy of the Red Foxes.
Well, there's plenty of time. They need to make sure that they convert on opportunities like this that they will get at the line. But as well, they need to make sure that they come up with stops. And most importantly, when they're trying to go back up the floor, don't turn the ball over.
Brian Georges wants a timeout. He and his Red Foxes are going to talk things over here. 4-point lead for the Blue Devils with all the experience on this Duke team. Chelsea Gray, a freshman, a very talented player, has been the key performer in this second half.
Well, and she's got 12 points right now, but it's all come in the second half. She's done it in a number of ways, and that's what you like to see as a coach, to see your freshmen stepping up in the clutch, big moments, making layups, free throws, coming up with defensive stops and steals. Phenomenal job by the freshman here in the second half.
12 points all in this half. 4 rebounds, a couple of steals. She's done it on both ends of the court. The NCAA men's ice hockey skates toward the Frozen Four with regional semifinals Friday 3 Eastern on ESPNU and ESPN3.com. You can go to NCAA.com for more information. Kate Oliver, free throws, and she missed the front end. What a big miss for Marist.
Marist going to their go-to player-to-player defense where they'll switch just about everything.
And they need to stop. Jasmine Thomas, tough shot. No good. Rebound ripped away by Christmas. And now Brian Georges says we need to foul. Coriel Yard commits the foul on Chelsea Gray. And it's only the 6th team foul, Katie, so they're going to have to commit another one here before they put the Blue Devils at the free throw line. They can't waste any time in doing that if that's what they decide to do.
Well, if he had them foul right there, that's exactly what they're going to want to do right here.
Before the inbound play, a timeout was granted. So a timeout here to set up strategy. The final 55 seconds. Marist at one point led by their biggest lead of 11, and they had a couple different 11-point leads. But the pressure, the turnovers have really done in the Red Foxes. And in a way, it's ironic because no team better all year in college basketball at taking care of the ball than this Marist club. But 19 turnovers, a season high, and several of them have come in the key stretches the final few minutes. Marist still had a lead, 2.5 minutes to go. The clock was their friend. Now they're going to need to see if they can't come up with a bit of a miracle here. 55.4 seconds to go at Cameron Indoor. Dave Fleming, Katie Christensen, happy to have you with us. 4-point lead for the 2-seed Duke, trying to avoid an upset here. Now, a foul was committed away from the ball, and that's a smart foul by Marist. Brandy Gang has fouled Allison Verneret away from the ball. Verneret is a below 50% free throw shooter, so it's almost like Brian Georges targeted the player to foul.
That's exactly why he called that timeout, so that they could make sure that, A, they get it before the inbound, so the clock works with them. But to put her on the free throw line, that makes all the difference. And it's an intentional foul because the official ruled that there was no attempt to make a real play on the ball. Verneret all alone at the free throw line gets to Duke, keeps the basketball here. Verneret does not make either of them. Just shoots 49% from the free throw line on the season. And now they're going to get her out of the game with those poor free throw shooting numbers. So the foul, a shove there away from the ball, and the official very late, but called that as the intentional foul. 4-point lead for the 2-seed, trying to avoid what would be a huge upset. Playing on their home court. Chelsea Gray trying to get it in, does get it into Christmas, who's immediately fouled. And you like that from Marist. If you're going to foul, if that's the strategy, you can't let any time tick away. No, you have to do it right away, and that's where a lot of teams, when there's a hesitation, but they made sure that they were right on the tail of the player that they were following, so that there was no chance that they could even take a couple seconds off the clock. They fouled right away. 1-and-1 free throws. Christmas, a big make there on the front end. Duke just 7 of 16 as a team at the line. She missed the second. Marist is going to have to hurry here. Elise Caron. See if they can get a shot for Coriel Yard, who's been so good. Ockenden could not find an opening for 3. Caron for a long 3. She got it. And a timeout, Marist. They use their final timeout. This is a 2-point game. It's a huge shot to be able to step up, and you know that you need a 3 in this situation. That is where your strength lies. Elise Caron trying to get it from a couple different looks. Goes ahead. Deep attempt by her to step up. Perfect form. Follow through. Knocks it down. Caron keeping Marist with a real shot in this game. 2-point advantage for Duke, 66-64.
39.3 seconds to go. When we're done here at Cameron, stay tuned for the college basketball scoreboard. And most of you will see a 5-4 matchup. Interesting game. North Carolina and Kentucky as we continue our second round coverage of the NCAA Women's Tournament presented by Capital One. Many fans have traveled from Poughkeepsie, New York, down here to Durham, North Carolina. The Marist Red Foxes out of the Metro Atlantic Conference, looking for what might be considered the greatest win in their program's history here tonight. Leading by as many as 11 even in the second half. Now playing from behind, down 2, 39.3 to go.
Well, if you're Marist in this situation, you need to make sure that defensively you're all on the same page. Whatever he has decided to do, how he wants to guard, on-ball screens, anything that Duke could possibly do in the half court, make sure you are all on the same page. And I like what they're doing. You got to pick up full court and apply the pressure right now.
There is that difference between game clock and shot clock. It's very risky, though, to allow Duke the full possession without committing a foul. Now Jasmine Thomas, but a foul away from the ball, and Kate Oliver trying to deny. Again, you got to be careful not to get that intentional foul call. They did not call it here. Crystal Thomas in the corner got fouled, and she will shoot 1-and-1 free throws.
Well, and she is the second worst free throw shooter on this team, shooting just at 55% on the season. So they're on the same page. They're fouling the right person.
But Thomas with a big make to earn another one, and this one becomes huge with 28.1 to go. A free throw to make it a 2-possession game.
Duke's senior class has 19 NCAA starts between the group, and that's where you see it makes a difference when you're a 55% free throw shooter and you can step up in the clutch and knock them both down. Didn't even hit Ren.
They take Karan out here, even though Karan just hit a big 3. Well, Christine Best comes in. Marist has to get a shot off, and they have to do it quickly. 20 seconds to play here. Ockenden down low, denied by Gray, out of bounds off of Duke. 16.4 seconds left. No timeouts for Marist, so Brian Georges has to jump up off the bench and call a quick play. Joanne McCauley counters defensively for Duke. Ockenden, the inbounder. You cannot waste any time here. Oliver found an opening, reverses it in. Clock stops, 15.1 to go. Marist sets up their pressure. Not over yet. 2-point lead for the Blue Devils. Gray gets the ball and gets fouled, and she is an excellent free throw shooter. It is double bonus time now. 10 team fouls against Marist, so Gray will shoot 2.
Well, in that last possession, one of the things I like about Duke as a team defensively is that they really do guard the out-of-bounds plays, especially on the baseline, and they come up with so many steals by keeping that person that is defending the person, bringing the ball out of bounds. They come up with steals that way, but in that situation, that player really should have been turned around protecting the basket. That gave Marist an easy layup at a bad time.
Another big one here for Chelsea Gray. She missed it. Rebound controlled by Marist. They need a 3. 10 seconds to go. A 3 with tie. Ockenden, open, shot, off iron, no good. Ball goes out of bounds and off of Marist. It is Duke basketball. They call a foul. So it's a foul against the Red Foxes. They had a great look, and the 3 just did not go down.
That was a great look at the basket by Ockenden, and I know that she's a little dismayed right now, a freshman in a big-time game situation, to step up and take that shot. It looked great. It didn't look like she changed anything in her shot. It was just off.
To put the game away here, Haley Peters, herself a freshman. And Marist now knows 1.9 seconds to go. The emotion on the faces of the seniors of this Red Foxes club. Peters made them both. Duke is going to survive here at home. They took an enormous challenge from the Red Foxes of Marist, but Duke survives and makes it into the Sweet 16 for the 13th time in 14 years. A great year for Marist basketball comes to an end here at Cameron. Final score, Duke 71, Marist 66. Now let's go to Trey Wingo.